What is up, everyone? James Baek here, and I didn't click start recording when I found my opponent. We are going up against my opponent who's got the Sage and Park team. I don't have much time left, so I'm going to lead Exeggutor, Hariyama, Tapu Lele, Snorlax. Wow. Okay, so my opponent's rocking the Sage and Park team, which is Scarf Porygon Z, Muck, Choice Specs, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Arcanine, and Gastrodon. Our team is the Alola form Exeggutor team, with Arcanine, Tapu Lele, Mimikyu, Hariyama, and Snorlax. So let's see how this is going to go. I think our opponent was like 1500. So we're going to see the lead of Tapu Fini and Porygon Z. This is like the worst possible. Because my opponent has the option to just Ice Beam and Moonblast my Exeggutor, and that's not really good. It is Choice Specs and it is Choice Scarf. We do confirm that. I could, it's like, okay, so my opponent could just go for the Moonblast into Hariyama and the Ice Beam into Exeggutor. I don't know if my opponent wants to do that, or just double up onto the Exeggutor slot. But risking the double target to Exeggutor means I could close combat the Porygon Z. So I have to play this right. I think I'm going to try to get that Z Trick Room up. And get the Fake Out off into Porygon Z. Because I'm expecting the Moonblast into Hariyama. Hariyama can go down just fine. But I can't let my can't let this Exeggutor go down. We're going to see the Moonblast, Choice Specs into the Hariyama slot. Exactly what I predicted. We're probably going to lose Hariyama here, but that's completely fine. I am content with that. I am content. We're going to get the Z Trick Room off. And this is great because now, even though I lost one of my Belly Drum setters, Snorlax doesn't have a hard time beating my opponent's team. The problem is I can't Sleep Powder in this position, but I could always... Actually, I have a pretty free Belly Drum. Moonblast plus Ice Beam would knock me out. But he was faked out first turn, so he could switch it up and Hyper Beam my Snorlax. I'm going to go into my Tapu Lele here. Because of its ability to do just massive damage to my opponent's team, I might not even need the Belly Drum this game. But that depends on how well I am able to preserve Exeggutor. I can go for a free Sleep Powder here into the Fini and just Psychic. Or I could Calm Mind, to be honest. I wouldn't mind getting a Calm Mind up, but I think Psychic is the best play. Oh, Muck can come in, right. So I'm actually thinking that Muck might want to switch in for the Porygon. This is questioning. He probably definitely brought Muck, so I'm going to make the double, because we're going to see Tapu Fini withdraw, actually. Going to go out into Muck. Alright. So I don't know what my opponent decides to do with the Porygon Z then. If it's a double switch, that's great for me. I get Snorlax in, and I get a Sleep Powder that's free onto this Exeggutor. Muck. Oh, perfect! This is exactly what I wanted. It's a double switch coming out from my opponent. Bring out the Kartana. Okay. I mean, I would have preferred the Psychic, because the Psychic would have been nice onto the Kartana, but this is pretty fine as well. Because Kartana shouldn't be able to knock out my Snorlax after the, even after the Belly Drum. So I'll go for my Belly Drum right here, and I'll just break the Kartana Sash right here. I don't know if Kartana wants to protect here. I kind of doubt it, because I could start cursing up. Unless he thinks I'm the curse set and wants to stall out with Sacred so he can protect and then Sacred Sword. We're going to get that free Belly Drum up. And let's see what this Kartana is going to do. It's probably going to do massive damage. I don't know exactly how much damage this Kartana will do. Giga Drain going to come out into the Kartana, do a decent amount. The Muck is going to stay asleep. And we're probably going to see that Sacred Sword come out. It is going to be that Sacred Sword. How much does this do to Snorlax though? Doesn't do as much as I actually thought it would originally, so that's great actually. I could just return. Well, I do want to keep my Exeggutor in. I'm actually just going to Giga Drain the Muck. I kind of want to return the Muck because I'm expecting Kartana to protect, but we might not necessarily see it protect. Actually, we probably would, right? It's not a V Kartana, it's Sash. I'm actually going to go for the Recycle because I am expecting a Protect from Kartana. We're going to see Muck withdraw actually. And go out into Tapu Fini. Okay, that's fine by me. I did go for the Giga Drain in that slot. If Kartana protects, this is the best case scenario. I maybe wanted to keep Muck around. Yes! Yes, exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. I get free damage into Tapu Fini. I went for Giga Drain because I weakened the Muck, and also the fact I thought Tapu Fini might switch in. I didn't think it would actually switch in, though. But this is perfect. We get that Recycle off. We get a Figgy Berry. We get to eat it. Tapu Fini's now in Giga Drain range. Ah, this is looking great right now. We only have one more turn of Trick Room if I'm correct, though, so I have to prioritize on getting knockouts. I'll Giga Drain the Fini once again. Fini can't protect here. I'll just return to Kartana here. And this is great. His team is already weakened. Tapu Fini's now in range of a Life Orb Psychic. The only way the Porygon Z can get a knockout is with Hyper Beam. So this is looking really good right here. This is looking extremely good right here. I get a free knockout on the Kartana slot. That's the main focus. I get the free knockout on the Kartana slot. Since that Giga Drain should put in the range of the +6 return. So my opponent's best play here is to switch out Fini, go into Muck, or he could go out into, he or she could go out into, yeah, you switch out the Fini 100%, go out into Muck, yeah. That's fine because Muck isn't guaranteed to wake up. It did take one turn of sleep, but still. Oh, he even sacks a Kartana. That's great because that's the thing that can do the most damage to my Snorlax. Great. And I'll get this happy return off into the Kartana, which is going to pick up that knockout at +6. Excellent. Oh man, this is going beautiful right here. Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal, but I do have a chance to set up the Trick Room once again, so pretty content with that. Porygon Z is going to come out. If it... I kind of want to scout for the Ice Beam, but the fact I'm giving Muck a chance to wake up with an extra turn here is concerning. I do just want to Trick Room again. Yeah, I'll Trick Room again. And I think I'll go for the return into Muck because Muck is the only thing stopping my Tapu Lele from winning the game, to be honest. We are going to see the Ice Beam too because he knows he can't afford to get Trick Room up. And that's fine because Ice Beam, he's now choice locked into Ice Beam. We've already revealed his Choice Scarf through the Frisk. And the Muck is going to stay asleep. I mean, if it woke up, it wouldn't have gotten much damage off anyway. And the return is going to be able to pick up the KO onto the Muck. Yeah, so Muck is going to go down. Excellent. And now it's Fini and Lele will come in. And the Misty Surge will actually activate, which is excellent for me. Because that means that, at least I think the Misty Surge should activate. Because Lele will come in, Psychic Surge, and then Misty Surge will come back. Like, Showdown sometimes is weird with, like, Weather and Surges sometimes. Yeah, okay, perfect. And this way, my opponent cannot freeze me to win the game, which was his probably only win con here. Life Orb Psychic should be able to knock out the Fini. Although I could go for Moonblast. Moonblast does have 5 more damage. And I'll just return the Fini. I mean, Choice Specs Fini isn't going to even do that much anyway. But Ice Beam's going to come out, target my Snorlax. That does pathetic damage. The Moonblast will come out. This will knock out the Fini. At least I'm hoping. It is Life Orb. Yeah. Oh, we get a crit. It might have mattered, but it's not like Fini could have knocked out Snorlax and Lele at the same time. And he needed huge damage in both. He needed like a Muddy Water crit accuracy drop as well. So we get the return off into Porygon Z, and that will be a good game. So starting off pretty strong. I really like that. I really like that. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised my opponent withdrew the Muck instead of taking the sleep turns. I mean, getting Fini out was great for me because I was able to weaken it with the Giga Drain. I mean, I wasn't going to Giga Drain Kartana, and I knew Kartana most likely had to protect because he couldn't afford to lose Kartana, which was basically the only way he effectively dealt with my Snorlax. So I knew I could get a Figgy Berry, and even if he didn't protect, I would probably be in the same position with Snorlax as I was the previous turn. So it wasn't too bad of a risk for me just to go for that Recycle Figgy Berry. And it really paid off there. I do love the Recycle Figgy Berry. It really helped. The only drawback is I either can't run a second move or I can't run Protect. But Snorlax is just able to beat those teams sometimes. Let's go Team Skull Boss. By the way, did anyone see the crew battles at Genesis 4 today? Those were so good. Okay, so actually it's going on right now while I'm recording. I stopped to record because I'm like, I need to record something. But I was watching doubles and I was watching the crew battles and I was just amazed. Smash 4 was really amazing. And I got to catch a bit of melee, but still. I was mostly watching the crew battle and I was just like, oh my lord. So we're going to see the team of Muck, Arcanine, Porygon Z, Ninetales, Kartana, and Persian. Okay, interesting combination right here. This really is an interesting combination. Unfortunately, Ninetales is pretty much my team's biggest weakness in my opinion, because it doesn't exactly have the most effective way of dealing with Blizzard spam. Okay, so Pokemon that look good to me here are the Exeggutor for the Trick Room. But I could go Mimikyu as well. Mimikyu wouldn't be too bad. Because I could taunt the Persian. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I think I want to lead Exeggutor Hariyama, Arcanine, Snorlax in the back. Because I'm most likely not going to be able to belly drum up with Snorlax. My opponent has 3 Pokemon weak to fighting actually that I know. So I don't even have to set up a belly drum to do work. If I get a Trick Room up with Hariyama, then maybe I should have led Mimikyu Hariyama. Like, it's kind of hard to lead. Because, you know, you can make mistakes with leading best of 3, but in best of 1, you have to pick a lead that can work consistently. And I do like the Exeggutor Hariyama lead. It's just the best lead for this team in my opinion. However, I never did try Mimikyu plus Hariyama, so maybe it's a lead I want to try to expand on. We're going to see Arcanine and the Porygon Z lead. Now, there are a few plays my opponent can make. Roar is definitely a potential option out of them. Maybe I should have... Okay. So let's Frisk. We find the Guaberry and the Normalium Z, actually. So this looks like it's Z conversion Porygon Z. So that's good information to know. It's not Choice Scarf. It might not carry... Oh, wait. This is Hail. I remember. Remember this caught me off in the previous episode. It had Blizzard spam. I don't know if this Arcanine's going to carry Roar. I'm going to try this out the Z Trick Room. And I'll just fake out Porygon Z. At the worst case, my Exeggutor gets switched out. That's basically the worst case scenario here. It wouldn't be too bad for me, to be honest. We get the fake out into Porygon Z. Flinch. We are going to see the Roar. Okay. Which is fine, because I get a free switch in. Hopefully it's into Arcanine. It's going to be into Snorlax. Actually, it's not too bad if I get Snorlax in. But this means I can't set up Trick Room against my opponent's team. Unless I get rid of the Porygon Z. I kind of just want to close combat the Porygon Z, and I think that might be able to pick up a knockout. And I think I'll switch out into my Arcanine on the potential Will-O-Wisp into the Snorlax. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's a safe, conservative play. I do want to withdraw Hariyama later for that fake out pressure, because I'm going to need it to set up Trick Room. So I'm going to get Arcanine in. We shouldn't get weakened too much. We should probably see a Will-O-Wisp. We're going to see the Z conversion. Oh, wait. The +1 with the -1 attack. That damage calculation actually screwed me over. We're probably not going to be able to live this. Wait, it's Breakneck Blitz actually coming up. I was not expecting that. Oh, no. Shoot. Hariyama just got steamrolled. We're actually going to see another Roar. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting Breakneck Blitz. I know it's an option. We have seen high-level players use it. But still, I was not expecting that. Oh my lord. Okay, so I do have one chance of winning this game, I think. Oh man, I was not expecting that. I was expecting the Z conversion, because that's what you usually see on Porygon Z. Maybe he had both? Okay, so basically I have to hope that my Arcanine somehow outspeeds his Arcanine and gets the Roar off, and I get to Trick Room up. That's basically how I can potentially win this game. So I'm going to go for it. And I don't think that's likely, because my Arcanine does not have Speed EVs, so I think this is pretty much a good game, but we'll see if we can actually pull this one through. Breakneck Blitz. Was not expecting that. I keep forgetting that's an option too. I mean, The Z conversion, I could definitely see on this team. Blizzard. That means he definitely has like a Tri-Attack or Hyper Beam. We're going to see the Tri-Attack come out. We'll target Arcanine. We're especially defensive. Okay, we're slower anyway, so... Or we lost the speed tie. It's one of the potential options. I think he's probably EV'd better. We do get frozen. Maybe if we're somehow able to knock out the Arcanine, my opponent didn't bring Ninetales on a chance, I could still win with Belly Drum. The fact is my opponent has not... Okay, my opponent has not gone for Will-O-Wisp, so maybe my opponent doesn't carry Will-O-Wisp. Maybe carrying Roar over that Will-O-Wisp as the option. Extreme Speed actually coming out. Okay. Oh, and then the Tri-Attack, yeah. But this is actually... That could be huge, actually, because now my opponent cannot Roar me. I get the return off. I should have went for Belly Drum this turn. Okay. Exeggutor will come out. And we're going to see the items for a third time, but I do think we have a chance here. My opponent cannot Roar me out. I don't think he has the Will-O-Wisp. So let's go for the Z Trick Room one more time. Wonder what my opponent will do. If he has Ice Beam, it's game over. That's 100% sure. You just Ice Beam the Exeggutor, but you could have done that like the second time I brought out Exeggutor instead of just roaring my team. So I don't exactly know what my opponent has on his Porygon Z set. Maybe it is Z conversion, and you have Breakneck Blitz as a more offensive option just in case. Maybe Z conversion, Tri-Attack, recover. That's definitely a potential option. Porygon Z is going to withdraw, so my Snorlax isn't going to be taking as much damage. We're going to see Ninetales come out. Okay, that's fine by me, because I get the Z Trick Room up. There's no way Arcanine can stop the Z Trick Room now. So this is actually turning out to be a potential game-winning thing. Oh. 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 Persian comes out. We get the Belly Drum up, which is fantastic for me. And we're going to heal back all the way up to full HP. And we're going to get the Z Trick Room up, which is going to raise our accuracy by 1. So now we have basically 100% accurate sleep powders. I think +1 accuracy. I don't know the math. I think it might be like you have a 3 or 4% chance to miss. But basically we have very accurate sleep powders. This is not bad of a situation at all though. We're most likely going to see Fake Out here. Persians don't really carry Protect. We already saw the Z move, so he can Z move Parting Shot. Parting Shot doesn't get accuracy, I believe, right? Alright, I need to double Protect. There is a chance he could carry Faint, but it's not like that. Then I would have to double Ninetales, but I think Fake Out's more potential here, to be honest. So I will go for this play. It's still very scary though. It's very easy for me to lose still. But we do have a chance of winning because what my opponent could do here, if Fake Out, Blizzard fails, switch out Persian, protect the Ninetales, sack off whatever's coming in, and then, yeah, we're going to see the Fake Out to Exeggutor. Okay, that's perfect. And the Blizzard. Okay. So, unfortunately, 3 of our Trick Room... Wait, no. That's turn 2. Yeah, this is turn 2 of Trick Room. So now I return the Persian slot. It's going to be annoying with Ninetales protecting. Yeah, we have 3 turns of Trick Room left. Sleep Powder the Ninetales slot. Like, I could Sleep Powder the Persian slot and return the Ninetales, but I don't think I have room to make that play just because Ninetales is highly likely to carry a Focus Sash. And I can't exactly risk it. I have to Sleep Powder Ninetales here. Maybe I should double into Ninetales, but the fact that Persian could carry Foul Play and knock out my Snorlax is the main reason why I want to try to get rid of this Persian as well. Best play for my opponent by far is just protecting and switching out. We're going to see that switch out probably into... Oh, Porygon Z. Okay, that makes sense. It's already got its Breakneck Blitz off. Yeah, best play. Shoot! So we do get the knockout on the Porygon Z. Oh man, this is going to be a very hard game to win still. I mean, it's not impossible though. Like, what could happen is we could stall out Hail and hope Blizzard misses, but my opponent probably has Freeze Draw on the Ninetales. Oh. Oh. That is not the play, pal. That's definitely not the play. I don't know what kind of Arcanine you are. You already showed Extreme Speed, and I'm just gonna double up on the Ninetales slot. Because you've shown Roar Extreme Speed. I don't think you have anything that can knock out Exeggutor or Snorlax. And getting rid of this Ninetales is huge for me. We see the Extreme Speed come out into Exeggutor. That was not the play. We get the Giga Drain off, which breaks the Sash. We get to heal back a lot of the health we lost. And we get the return off, and this is going to be able to knock out the Ninetales. Perfect. I don't know what my opponent was thinking. You definitely go... Okay, that was a good play of protecting Ninetales and switching it out into Porygon Z, sacking it. But the fact is you needed momentum there, so you would go out into Persian there. Fake out again, and then you could stall out Trick him and then just knock out... And, like, you fake out, even if I protect, it doesn't matter. Unless he doesn't have Sash. If he doesn't have Sash, then that's the only reason I can conclude that play. And I will just return Sleep Powder to Persian slot, because I don't care. We have one return Trick him, right? Yeah. Because I don't want Persian to knock my Snorlax out, because it's the only thing that has potential to knock out my Snorlax, unless the Arcanine carries close combat. But I don't think close combat will finish off the Snorlax at this range. And if he fakes out Snorlax, I get the Sleep Powder on Persian, and he has to take a guaranteed sleep turn the following turn. So, oh, and if he just fakes out Exeggutor, I get the return off into the Persian. So nice, he goes for that. Fake out, we get the Sleep Powder off. Connects with the Persian. Wow, I'm actually surprised we were able to come back from this one. Snorlax flinches, the Hail stops, and Trick him returns to normal. And now we just return the Arcanine, and then we Trick Room once again. And there's nothing my opponent can do unless he has close combat and crits me. Or Flare Blitz crits my Snorlax if that's able to knock me out. My opponent is going to go for that last ditch effort with the Flare Blitz. Yeah, we're able to live. Nice. I guess I did risk the crit on the Exeggutor. Maybe I should have just returned the Persian. Yeah, I should have just returned the Persian. That was actually the better play. So I could have still choked this game, because if that Flare Blitz got a crit, that would have knocked out Exeggutor, and then if this Persian does carry foul play, it just knocks out my Snorlax next turn, if it's able to wake up. So now we just return and Giga Drain, and we win the game. Okay. Let's see if this is Assault Vest. It's not Assault Vest, actually. That did a lot more damage than I thought. And we get... Oh, it's Citrus Berry, it looks like. Yeah, so it's Citrus Berry Persian. Interesting. We get the return off into Persian, and that will be good game. So, wow, I'm actually... I still can't believe we actually won that. I guess that shows never give up, even how, like, desperate you look in the situation, because... To be honest, going down 4-2, it did not look that good. But my opponent made one fatal flaw, and that was not knocking out Exeggutor. Because what Exeggutor was able to do is he kept roaring my Exeggutor out. And what that allowed me to do was set up a position where I have two Pokemon, and he allowed me to have a sweeper next to the Exeggutor. I could Trick Room. He had no way to stop my Exeggutor from setting up. And then, yeah, everything went downhill for my opponent. I mean, my opponent could have still won even if in that position, of course, he did have the fake out with the Persian, stalling out with Ninetales. And if he had Freeze Dry, he definitely won the game. If he was able to stall out Trick Room and knocked out the... he was able to knock out the Ninetales. The Exeggutor with Ninetales. So... That was really interesting how my opponent played that end game. I really wonder what was going through his or her thought process. But we take those. And let's see if we can get another 3-0 victory. We had a 2-0 in the last episode, and then 3-0 in the previous episode. I would really love that extra 3-0, but I don't know. This team looks, oh my lord. This is speed swap. This is speed swap. We're screwed. Alright, so my opponent's team is the Pheromosa, the Comfey, the Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Garchomp, and Snorlax. So opposing Snorlax is not fun for this team, like, at all. Pheromosa most likely is carrying Speed Swap, and Comfey is probably like a Heal Pulse set. Tapu Fini is probably a Heal Pulse set too. So at least I could probably, that's what I'm assuming from this look like, because I know that's something that's been used recently. So let's see. How do I want to handle this? Exeggutor Hariyama looks pretty good. Exeggutor Hariyama. Definitely Snorlax, but the question is what my last Pokemon? Oh yeah, Tapu Lele, because I have to bring it because I need to actually get sleep powers in order to get belly drum setups. So let's see how this is gonna work. Very interested to see if we see Comfey in this game. Or is it Comfey or Comfey? I like Comfey better, but it's probably Comfey. Okay, so we're gonna see Pheromosa Snorlax. Kind of what I assumed here. Shoot, we're probably gonna see an Ice Beam. Okay, there's so many mind games with this first turn. Pheromosa is just that annoying. It's Focus Sash Pheromosa. Normalium Z Snorlax. What I kind of want to do here is just fake out the Pheromosa and go for the Sleep Powder into the Pheromosa as well. Or I could just fake out Sleep Powder to Pheromosa, because I think you go for Ice Beam and a Belly Drum. Actually, I think that gives us the best opportunity to win. So I'm going to fake out and Sleep Powder to Pheromosa. Worst case scenario is Pheromosa protects, but I don't think you would because that allows me to set up Trick Room. That fake out does 30%. So we're going to see the Z move from the Snorlax. That's faster than my Exeggutor? Z Belly Drum. Here we go, people. I was not expecting Snorlax to be faster than Hariyama. We do get the Sleep Powder though, and that will be able to connect with the Pheromosa. Okay. Okay. I don't think you're faster than my Hariyama though. Okay, what's interesting is they usually run minimum speed Snorlax on this team if it's Speed Swap, and I definitely do see Speed Swap on this team. Because if you are facing a Trick Room team, you get the minimum speed, and Pheromosa, you transfer the speeds anyway. So, we did lose to this once, and I'm glad we did, because now I know what to do against this team. The problem is my Exeggutor is actually slower than the Snorlax, which was something I was not anticipating. So, Pheromosa has a guaranteed turn of sleep. I think the best place to go for the Z Trick Room, we do get the accuracy boost, and we can close combat the Snorlax. We should be faster with Hariyama. If we're not, I'm actually going to be very upset. Pheromosa is going to withdraw into Comfey. Oh, is this going to Snorlax protect? Oh, no, it's not. Oh! Oh! Goodbye. Goodbye. Get out of here. Ah, nice. Snorlax goes down, and that's basically how most of the teams are able to set up. We are going to get our Z move, which is going to be the Z Trick Room, and boost our accuracy. We're in a pretty good position here. Z Trick Room is going to be set up on the field. Nice. And I doubt Pheromosa comes back in. Fini? Arcanine, okay. So I kind of just want a Belly Drum, to be honest. But we're at -1 defense, and Comfey, or Comfey, however you want to pronounce it, does get the option to have a priority Draining Kiss. So maybe the best option is just to Sleep Powder the Arcanine slot and switch out into my Snorlax. Or the reason I want to Sleep Powder Arcanine is because I want to see if it's Safety Goggles, but Safety Goggles is such a rare item on Arcanine. I think I'm going to Sleep Powder Comfey and switch out to Snorlax. It's a safe play because I don't lose my Hariyama. And I don't want a belly drum. It's not like Hariyama does much damage in this position anyway. So get Snorlax, my own Snorlax in here. We are just going to see the Draining Kiss come out, which is great because this Comfy has to take a guaranteed turn of sleep. I wonder we'll see Roar from the Arcanine or Will-O-Wisp. I don't think you Will-O-Wisp the Hariyama slot though. You could, I guess. No, we're just going to see the Flare Blitz. And Exeggutor-Alola Exeggutor looks like. Yep. That's banded damage. Yeah, that's choice banded damage. So banded Arcanine, very interesting. But I have a pretty free Sleep Powder into the Arcanine slot and a Belly Drum. I don't even have to set up Belly Drum to be honest, because I'm pretty sure we knock out the Pheromosa. But nice, Comfey is going to take its guaranteed turn to sleep. We're going to get the Belly Drum up. So nice. Comfy only gets priority moves in... Oh, actually there is something I am kind of worried about. Alright. Sleep Powder, it is Choice Banded Arcanine. We do get the Sleep Powder. Now, Comfy does get access to Trick Room. It does get access to Priority Draining Kiss and could just go for it onto Exeggutor, which would be fine for me, I guess. We have 2 more turns of Trick Room, right? Yeah, so we should be guaranteed to knock out the Pheromosa. So I'll just Giga Drain the Arcanine and return to Comfy, because I don't want Trick Room to be reset a turn too early. And also the fact that with Thick Fat, Snorlax can... Oh wait, we don't have Thick Fat on this set. We're actually going to see the match forfeit, so we're actually going to be able to take 3 wins in today's episode, which is not what I expected, but nice. This team's actually putting in a lot of work. But it was interesting for my opponent. The fact that... Well, Sash Pheromosa was something I was not anticipating. Also Normalium Z, because I was expecting the Figgy Berry on the Snorlax and a Phydium Z on the Pheromosa, and why I was so scared of turn 1 is because my opponent had multiple options. The Belly Drum was obviously the option for the Snorlax, but the Pheromosa could have went for the Ice Beam into the Exeggutor, could have went for the All-Out Pummeling, which would have actually been able to knock out Hariyama, because Pheromosa is actually insane with its damage output. I mean, it has only base 137 attacked, but still, it's insane. It had the ability to knock out both my mons if it did carry the Phydium Z, but it was Focus Sash. So the first turn play, hitting that Sleep Powder onto the Pheromosa, because you don't protect against a fake out Trick Room lead. That just allows your opponent to just set up a free Trick Room and easily do well. So I went for the fake out into the Pheromosa, which was able, and then put it to sleep. I was risking the 75% accuracy, but we were able to hit it. And then the Snorlax was able to get the Belly Drum. And once we saw Normalium Z, I thought, oh, it is the Belly Drum. And with the healing he gets from Figgy Berry, I wouldn't have been able to knock him out with the close combat. But since he was the Z Belly Drum set, it was actually easier to knock him out. So I would have definitely played that a lot differently, because it would have been a lot harder if we saw Figgy Berry, because close combat would have been able to knock out that set. And also the fact he had the ability to just knock out my Exeggutor, knock out my Snorlax. It was just going to be a lot of pain. But luckily, the set my opponent brought was a lot easier to deal with. I think other variants of that team with the Figgy Berry Snorlax and the Phydium Z Pheromosa are a lot harder to deal with. But I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you people did, leave a like down below. If you have a question or want to comment on something, feel free to do so in the comment section down below. As well as check out the pacement of this team, which is in the description down below, along with a playlist of every episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles out there, as well as my social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon. I have a vacation, which is like next week, so I'm actually going to have a lot more time. I'm going to be planning to stream on Twitch. I'm planning to stream like 4 to 6 times that week, so definitely stay tuned for that. And I'm also going to be making a lot more content since I am off from school. Otherwise, I'll see you around in another video.